Shreveport City Councilman Michael Corbin. Hey, Mr. Mike, long time no hear. How you been?
Good morning, Robert. How are you today?
Lots of stuff on the City Council agenda for tomorrow. Let's start with Uber. Is this a thumb up or thumb down vote? Is this approved, disapproved? Is this a final vote? What's the deal?
Well, we are incredibly close to a thumbs up, I believe. The Public Safety Committee is going to meet today, and we have legislation that the council's already approved, which has been introduced. So all we have to do is enact it. So this will give the public a chance to come in and make a few comments, although most of the council members have received numerous emails and phone calls from folks who support Uber, but also to hear from people who may not want it. And certainly the existing taxi industry and for-hire vehicle industry has some concerns about how level the playing field may be.
Let's talk about that a minute, because they're saying they have different rules they have to abide by, and pricing structure and insurance. Will it be an equal playing field? Well,
I think that we're going to do everything we can to make it an equal playing field and provide a safe environment. The world of how we get from point A to point B, whether it's taxi, Uber, hiring a higher-end limo-type company, all that's really changed in the past few years, and we don't need to spend time reinventing the wheel. We need to look at other models that cities have used, pick the good from it, and we can always come back and make some adjustments along the way.
When you say level the playing field, in my mind, that always means more rules, more restrictions. What are you guys considering?
Well, I think that what we'll look at is, instead of each Uber driver being treated, like an individual taxi cab, Uber itself, or the company, would pay a licensing fee. There may not be as many of the background checks as we currently have for cab companies, and maybe we need to look at how we do that for our cab companies as well. We've had, like many cities, we've had some tragic events that happen around vehicles for hire. Is it because the vehicle for hire company did something wrong, or there was an inherent problem there, or was it because somebody just made a terrible decision? And I think it really comes back to that human factor that you probably really and truly can't screen out in any situation.
You have to make sure these Uber drivers are competent and are not criminals.
But Uber does that in Uber's defense.
Correct.
And are you satisfied, Michael, that Uber does a sufficient job at that?
I mean, based on the information that we have received so far, we really think that Uber does a good job with that screening of their folks. There's lots of situations where they've got to have a newer vehicle. They've got to be able to be responsive and not have complaints against them. So I think that a lot of that background stuff will be handled for us that we may have to do differently in the for-hire vehicle business right now. But all in all, I really feel like we're going to get this. We're going to shake out all the bugs out of this, and hopefully Shreveport's going to support Uber in the very near future.